Good night, teacher and classmates. In this case, I'm going to describe an activity, a listening activity that is about a story about Robin Hood. And in this activity, the students have to identify if the sentences are true or false. So in this case, I'm going to talk about the characteristics that I found in these exercises. I choose some of the prosodic features, some of the soft skills that I will be mentioning in this exercise. Prosodic features, the stress. The stress is relative to the emphasis made on the syllables. For example, the word father is stressed in the letter A because it shows an emotion. About intonation. The intonation is a variation in pitch that takes place within an utterance. For example, in the noun competition, the sound goes down as it is the end of the sentence. Talking about the speech rate affects comprehension, so it is difficult to comprehend parts of the utterance. For example, in the last father interaction, the word a lot of is hard to understand because it may be less important than the word money that is following it. The accent used in this activity is standard English. The speed. I believe it's appropriate for the 5th grade level, as the majority of the language is clear. Hesitation. In this exercise, this is when the speaker uses the fillers such as as it is in the father's 4th interaction at the beginning of his utterances. This may be because the father didn't know what to answer to the Robin's idea to participate in the competition. Cognitive skill approach. In this exercise is mechanical, as the student has to identify if the utterance is true or false. Talking about the listening soft skills, help the students make sense of the listening text. During this activity, the students need to listen for specific information, and as they must realize if the sentences are true or false. Stages in the listening activity. For example, we have the pre-listening activity where the students need to know all the characters in the listening. In a brainstorming activity, the students will be asked to mention all about Robin Hood. The purpose of activating of the schemata for the student is to be able to associate the previous knowledge with the new information that is going to acquire, and also to predict what they will hear. While listening activity, the teacher has to pre-teach the words that may be difficult for the student to understand in this exercise. Maybe the new words for them are the red ones. In the post-listening activity, it is not included in this document, as it has to be used in discussion on the listening or giving an explanation why the utterances are correct or not. Thank you very much. That's all.